this is Greens by Hunter, where I do predictions of the future. If you like to do a prediction or ask for a prediction, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar. At 11:15 today, we're doing the horoscopes. So make sure you tune into that. And, of course, we have the remote viewing show on Sundays at 11:15 as well. So make sure you come on out for those things. Let's get started with the card of the day as we pick a random card. So this is the message from universe to us for today. It is the detoxification card. I know, of course, the title of today's show is Let It Be, with my own picture on there. The wife was saying, with the big eyebrows and stuff. Go have a look if you don't know what I'm talking about. Making sure that you're not caught up with all the drama upon the planet. Know that it does exist, but make sure that you're not completely engaged on it. Okay, this is the time that we focus on the things that we do want instead of the things that we do not want. Okay, we know this stuff happens. Okay, I'm not going to be silly and say it doesn't exist. It does exist, but it's their understanding of the universe. We're going to get our own understanding of the universe, of what we want. And that is happening in a big way around the planet. And we're going to be getting into that much, much later. But make sure that you're into that detoxification of all those negative things that we hold on to, and not knowing to turn that around into more of a positive thought. This is what we do not want. So write it on the piece of paper and put it on the fridge and on the exact things that you do want, and focus on those things. So it's usually the opposite of what's actually going on in our world. Okay, so let's get into the first topic for today. Oh, well, we can talk about that as well. We have a Discord channel, and just give me a second as I get the link for everybody. So if you haven't done so yet, you can get into the secretreadsbyandre.com. Got to create a link. Do a new link. Create a new link. There we go. Aha. Technology. It's wonderful. So if you haven't signed up for the Discord channel, here's your chance. It's going to be into the chat very momentarily. Here, there it is. So if you haven't gone into the Discord channel, a lot of things going on back there, or in there, however you want to phrase it. I just posted a couple of videos yesterday, and I did one this morning on how to think of the cryptocurrency market as it is and where it is going to be going. And the one video from TMI, the Modern Investor, was all about how the elites are buying all the big crypto, and that we should be doing the same thing and not doing those knee-jerk reactions moving forward, and just do what they're doing, and you'll be just perfect. And watch what they're doing. Okay, don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Okay, and it's a very good indicator what is going to be happening in the future. Okay, they do things without telling us, or they tell us to do the opposite, and they do the thing that they told us not to do, and they make tons and tons and tons of money. So when we're paying attention to all those things, okay, maybe kind of do the same thing, and I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so let's get into the first topic. FBI, CIA. Somebody on the Discord channel had to ask this particular question not that long ago. Lots of things happening on that Discord channel. Can they turn to being two good organizations moving forward? I know FBI and CIA have been doing some naughty things in the past, and they create this whole mess that we've been in, or part of the reason that we're in this huge mess moving forward. Can they be changed for the better? I guess was the question. I think Daisy Chains is now on the Discord. We saw her this morning. Hello, if she's not here yet. Okay. I don't see her yet today. I'm pretty sure she'll be here later on. Now, FBI, can it be changed to the better? And I don't think the FBI is going to be changed into anything better. It's more of a sledgehammer of the government moving forward. I think it's going to be something that's going to be phased out in time. So in the next 2 to 3 years, we're not going to have any FBI anymore. It was a organization that was created where we had the booze ban back in the day. And it, of course, grew from there to different aspects of themselves. And I think the kindness that we're going to be supplying them is going to be pushing them out as an organization in the next 2 years or so. Okay, so that was the FBI, CIA. Let's have a look at that one. Can it be changed for the better? Cards are revealing that the CIA can be changed into something a little bit better. And actually useful for the people. I think when we're going through this great change that we're all going to be going through, they're going to have to change roles or they're going to be run out of business. So they're going to be changing in accordance to what we want. So making sure that we are focusing on the things that we want for our planet and giving the entire planet some light energy. And you can do that every morning as you wake up or having your morning coffee. You can just imagine a globe of white light and expand it out and permeate yourself and all the people that are around you and all the situations that you come across. You can actually imagine a globe, the planet Earth, and surround it with white light, and things will start to change for the better. Okay, instead of being locked into that fear, give it some love, and everything will start to change. And I do believe that the CIA will change along with our needs. Okay, so expect that in about another year or so that they're going to be changing for the better. Okay. So, what's the next thing we have? BRC20. People are talking about this a little bit. Not that much news out there about BRC20. It's basically doing, the question was about doing contracts on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, which it always had that capacity. Okay. When Ethereum started, or Vitalik, here's my Vitalik keychain. Vitalik asked the guys from BTC, the main programmers, to do contracts on top of the BTC. They told them no. Okay, and this is the reason that he traded Ethereum in the first place, because he had this great vision of doing contracts on top of a blockchain. And initially he wanted to do it on the Bitcoin blockchain, but everybody said no, because the same reasons that everybody's up in arms about the BRC20. because it's going to slow it down and all that sort of thing. It already has that capacity. All the things that can be done on the Bitcoin blockchain are there. There's tons of stuff, but they hadn't done anything with that. Just recently, or not that recently, they've been doing it as layer 2 stuff. Okay. The other thing with between BRC20 and Ethereum, BRC20 is a little bit more basic in comparison to Ethereum blockchain contracts. You can do actual more things on top of the Ethereum blockchain in contract form that you can do on the Bitcoin. It's a little bit more limited at the moment. Okay, used to be called color coins back in the day, and meaning you could make all kinds of tokens on top of the BRC or the Bitcoin blockchain, and that had been in there since the beginning of Bitcoin, but they haven't done anything with it. Okay, so many companies decided to do a layer 2 situation for the Bitcoin instead of messing with the Bitcoin blockchain itself, just having a layer 2 part of that. Now, BRC20, the question is, will it take precedence over the Ethereum blockchain? And I don't think that will ever happen because of the complexity that Ethereum can bring into their contracts than the BRC20 tokens contracts, which is not as complex at the moment. Okay. It is a programmable money, okay, or currency or blockchain. It just isn't there quite yet. I think they should have just kept it as a layer 2 solution, kind of like rootstock, which you never heard anything about. Okay, I know me and the wife know of a guy that was programming for that back in the day, where you can actually do contracts and all that sort of thing, much like the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, but in a layer 2 solution. Okay, BRC20, I do not think is going to be taking over that space. There's a lot of buzz about it right now, and a lot of people are angry about it and all that sort of thing. It's clogging everything up, kind of like CryptoKitties did back in the day on the Ethereum blockchain. And just recently, we had that big, what's that meme coin? Pepe coin that was plugging up the Ethereum blockchain. So they will find a solution to the BRC20 tokens that are riding on top. They just got to do more programming and better things for Bitcoin moving forward. But the question was, will it take over the top spot, over top of Ethereum? I don't think so. And I'm picking up that no, because of the complexity that Ethereum can bring to the table over the Bitcoin blockchain. And the cards are revealing this sort of thing will work in a limited fashion and will etch out a small portion of the entire blockchain or cryptocurrency world, but it's not going to be taking place over the place of Ethereum and what it can do. And that's basically what the cards are revealing. And then now they got to straighten out all the things for Bitcoin, make it a little quicker and all that sort of thing for the future. And we have to stop thinking of a single coin taking over everything. There's going to be multiple coins that do different jobs that can be all interconnected. And this is what our new financial system is going to be looking like, where a bunch of blockchains that do different things for the end user can be interconnected. This is why cryptocurrencies that connect everything, like Chainlink, are going to be very useful, okay, for the future. So It's not going to take over. It is going to be a bit of a mess for the next 2 to 3 years as they try to figure out how to make it run smoothly and all that sort of thing. But it's not going to be taking over the market overall. It's still going to be Ethereum that's going to be taking that spot for contracts. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question. That was from our Discord channel. Okay, what's the next thing we got? Let it be. That's the I was thinking for titles for shows for the future, and they kept saying let it be, and tomorrow's show is going to be Here Comes the Sun, excuse me, some Beatles titles if you're not aware. So just letting things be is more speaking towards the not getting wrapped up in the emotions and the conflicts and all that sort of thing, and just focusing on the things that are important and for the betterment of mankind. When you start to focus on the things that you want and everybody else wants, it's like a ripple, okay, that goes throughout the entire cosmos. Okay, when you have that positive thinking, that starts to push out all that negative stuff that we unfortunately dwell on, or a lot of us dwell on. Oh, they're going to do this. Oh, they're going to do that. Only if we allow it to happen. You have to remember we have the power. Okay? When we all start focusing on the things that we do want and how we want the world to be shaped en masse, it pushes out these negative things. And we're already seeing that with the World Economic Forum. Another video that I posted a couple of days ago on the Discord, that the World Economic Forum is losing ground and people are running away from those world leaders that we're all into the World Economic Forum, are starting to run away from the World Economic Forum situation and what they want to bring about, okay? Except for Trudeau in Canada. He's putting a new carbon tax on top of the carbon tax. Our gas is going to be more expensive, and trying to make everybody get electrical vehicles in Canada's. It's what a mess. So we got to focus on surrounding Trudeau with light. He might explode in front of our eyes if we keep doing that. And we're already seeing that in Canadian news cycles and all that he's losing his popularity. The other reason Trudeau has that popularity is he's giving everybody money. And who doesn't like some money, some free money? But when we have to pay that back, people don't think of this. That's when all the wonderful stuff hits the fan. So he's starting to lose ground, which is good. And his own party doesn't like him anymore. So they're going to be changing that out for the next election. I don't think he's going to be getting another or reelected in any form because of all the stupidity that he's tried to push through. The other reason that we know that they're losing is that they're trying to do everything very, very quickly. How do you boil a frog? A live frog is you turn up the heat slowly. So instead of doing the slow motion, they cranked it up to 11. And everybody's jumping out. So don't dwell on the negative. Dwell on the positive things that are happening around the world. Okay, so that was our title for today in today's lesson. What else we got? Oh, yes. This is right up. This is when you got to be a Bob. Okay. For Sunday's show at 11:15, we got the remote viewing practice show. So the number for Sunday's show is 684 RKF is the target number for the remote viewing. And I know Bob and many others were there, and they did a super duper job in their building their psychic abilities. and becoming more and more aware of their surroundings. I'm seeing this as we move along. So if you're wanting to build your psychic abilities, make sure you come out to the Sunday show. It's going to be good. Okay, so with that said, let's go to the chat. What do we got? Bob Job. Hey, Bob. Hi, my local supermarket are planning to on launching soya and insect patties. Well, we already have that here. Mealworm and insect patties cards, please. Here in Canada, it's from Bill Gates's farm. Now, with these things, you can vote with your wallet. Okay, you don't have to buy these things. The other things are going to be there as well, and that's the same as what we have here in Canada. I think me and the wife saw the little packages in the freezer part. It's like meat, but it's not, which is the soya and insect patties, and nobody's buying them. Okay, so I think that company here in Canada is going under, and they're going to try to pull that nonsense all over the place. Yeah, the cards are saying that it is going to be something that gets into the supermarket, but it's not going to be lasting very long. This is the time when we have to really push back and focus on the things that we do want and not the things that we do not want, and voting with your wallet. Don't buy this crap. Find a butcher, find a farmer, whatever you need to do to get the meat products that you need to bring in to your household. Okay. It will be released. It'll go under. Okay, because nobody wants bugs. Yeah. Insects are still a protein, and it's still meat. So vegetarians won't even go for this crap. So they might go for the soya crap, but that's a very small portion of the population. It will be released. It will go under, and then we're going to move into the good stuff. And the good stuff will still be on the shelf because companies like to make money. Okay. So I wouldn't worry so much about it. Focus on the things that you do want in your world. Don't focus on the things that you do not want. They'll bring it out. They'll have some fancy packaging, blah, blah, blah. But people will soon realize what it is, and they'll stop buying it. If nobody's buying it, market will dictate what supermarkets put on the shelf, because supermarkets like to make money. And that's the bottom line. Okay. Thank you for that, Bob Job. My daughter's cat has had problems. The vet has sorted. Will the cat be okay now? I think it's going to be living another year or so. I don't think it's perfectly healthy that it needs to be, but I think it's going to be okay for the next little while. It's sad when our little friends go away, but just remember they're going to be with us. If you're connected to the universal mind and you're connected to people on the other side, people never actually leave. They're just gone in the physical. But I'm thinking your cat is going to be, or your daughter's cat is going to be okay for the next little while. What's the person? Huh?
I agree.
She agrees. the Reiki master has said your cat's going to be okay. For now. Okay? It will have a beautiful, wonderful life for the next little while. And when they do go, we're going to miss them and love them. And they're going to be bugging us in the middle of the night in spirit form, putting their tail under your nose while you're trying to sleep. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Kearney. Hi, Andre. When silver drops, do you see happening quickly? That you won't be able to buy it cheap. Is it wiser to buy it now? Kind of like what I've said. Buy things now while you can. We're already starting to see that many of the elites, when things drop down, they're buying. And you have to remember, they're manipulating the market for their own means. Most people have no clue how to do that or when to that. When everything's dropping, they'd always do the opposite of what they should be doing. If you have the means, we all know the banks are not in good shape right now. Okay. And of course, we can change that situation with our own minds. But the better system will be overcoming the bad system that we've been under for the last eons, where banking is back to being good. And that will come. But that won't be for some time. They have to destroy the old system. So buying gold, silver, cryptos now is probably the best way to do it. Don't leave all your assets in the bank, because they may not be around for that much longer, or you won't be having access to your funds in the next little while. Okay. And then we got the CBDC thing. If you got the cash, you can go anywhere. There's some incidents here in Canada with our TD Bank, Toronto Dominion, where somebody went from one province to the other province to try to buy lunch, and they couldn't because they're out of their 15-minute radius. I don't know if that's a thing that you want. I sure don't want, but it's always good to have some cash on hand for those instances. And a lot of people have left TD as a result. So vote with your wallet. Don't have all your assets in one, especially in a basket that's on fire. Put them in Bitcoin, gold, silver, that sort of thing. Not financial advice, of course. But you may want to think long and hard on those things. But yes, buying silver right now would probably be the best thing right now, if you can and if you want to. Okay. Thank you for that question. Angie. Hey, Andre, can I please get your brief insight into my purpose in life? Calling. Thank you. It is what you make it. It is what makes you feel the best. It may not be the thing that you're doing as a job. Okay. It may be something else that we do on the side. I think we spend too much time worrying about certain things and not moving into action. It will come to you, your purpose, by being in motion. So doing the things that you love to do, okay, that is your purpose. Okay. You are not your job. Okay. That is just the means of getting paid to pay your bills and all that sort of thing. You can start doing things on the side. Instead of watching TV endlessly, you can start to do things that you enjoy to do and bring that out into the world. Okay. This is my little, what you're saying right now is my side hustle, as they say. I do work a regular job, but that is not what I am. Okay. This is what I am. My work life and my psychic business thing is something different. It is more to what I'm wanting. And it wasn't exactly what I envisioned in the very beginning, or my wife envisioned in the very beginning. Okay. So continue to do the things that you love on the side. Okay. And most times those things can be built into a career or business or something along those lines. So I think people get too boxed in on this purpose of life. Okay. Your purpose here on the earth is to do the things that you love and try to make a business of it and to learn the lessons that you were put here to learn. Okay. Every time we come back, we're supposed to learn a whole bunch of things because it's very hard to learn negative and positive, or positive, you can learn negative things on the other side because there's no negativity. Okay. So you have to come back here because we have adversity. And that is the purpose of life, is to learn those lessons and to bring them back and to potentially become a spirit guide for somebody else. We all have spirit guides. Okay. 7 of them normally that help us out and are assigned to us at birth. Okay. To help us through everything. We all have them. And I guess I'm picking up that may be part of your thing going forward, is to learn who they are and actually start communicating with them in a big way. Okay. And that would take too long to explain here, but I'm picking up that might be part of what your future endeavors may be. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. What is the future of Rachel Maddow? I think I saw Bob Job, Rachel Mad Cow, and MSNBC Network. She'll still have a job for a little while. I don't think she's going to be doing the super. For the longest time, she did the Russia, and Russia. Every other show was about Russia and all the negative things that they're doing in the planet, blah, 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 blah. And then when she found out that all the things that were coming out of her mouth were incorrect, she's still playing their game. Okay. Her bosses are saying, you do this, we'll keep paying you. And she's still on that. And I think she'll be fine if she continues with that. It doesn't mean that MSNBC will be still around. Okay, and we're already starting to see those networks disappear. And the best way not to worry about what she's doing and their future is just turn them off. Okay. And then again, it's like voting with your own wallet. Okay. Nobody's watching us. I wonder why. Well, it's because you're lying. And they figured it out. Anyways, getting to the cards, I'm thinking that that whole network is going to be dying off in a very short term, like we have seen with Fox and CNN and all that sort of thing, until they make that change. And that's going to be very, very soon, where they're going to be changing because they need money. And if you're not watching their stuff, they're not making money. Okay. So hopefully they take the hint that nobody likes them anymore, and they'll make that change where everybody start liking them. But people have turned away from the cable news. I know me and the wife don't watch cable news. We don't even have cable. I'm thinking she's going to be revamping her skills into something else. She's a good spokesperson. So I'm thinking that she may be doing her own thing in the future in about a year or so. Because there's no money at MSNBC anymore. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. What do you think about Robert Kennedy Jr. recently supporting BTC. Will he get far as a president candidate? You have to remember, most of the world is not thinking about BTC. There's tons and tons of news that comes out about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and all that sort of thing. And most people go, eh. Regular people do that. Even people that are into cryptocurrencies are like, yeah. It doesn't change what people will do with cryptocurrency. You could have, like Trump buying a Bitcoin. Most people are like, yeah, because they have all this garbage in their brains about what cryptocurrency is. People don't get interested in cryptocurrency because people do the thing where when cryptocurrencies are going sky high, then everybody gets excited about it. And when it's down and low, they forget all about it. I've noticed that even on my own channel, that the views aren't there because not everybody's excited about cryptocurrencies anymore. Okay? But when we have a spike in interest because the cryptocurrency market is going up crazy, then I get the views. People always do the opposite of what they do. I'm thinking that Robert Kennedy Jr. will do okay. I think he'll be a good candidate, but I don't think he's going to be getting the presidential election this time around. It could be the next time around. Because we need somebody to fill that spot. But it won't be this time around. It'll be somebody else that takes that spot this time around. The leader of the free world will probably be like Trump or somebody like that. Okay? But I think it'll push him forward a little bit. Most people, they know what Bitcoin is. They just don't know the importance of it yet. Okay? And I think that'll be clear in another year or so. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Bentley, hello all. Will Zen hit its all-time high again of 75 cents USD in the future? Yes, we'll get to that, but won't be for another 2 years, approximately. All this other stuff has to be sorted out, and when everybody's excited about cryptocurrencies again, probably during the next halfening, which is a little less than a year from now, then everything will start to go up, okay? Because people are, how do I say it, uneducated on buying crypto at the right time. So when everybody's, yay, Bitcoin, then everybody will pile in. Okay? And that's usually because the price is going up sky high because of the happening. Always happens. Okay? And then I'll get more views on my videos because everybody's excited. And then your Zen coin will go up as well, back up to 75 cents at around that time period. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Can I get a reading on XPR Proton token? Maybe. Of course. They are in motion. Once they get into motion, it's basically like what I just said with the last prediction. It will go up, much like many of the other cryptocurrencies, but it's going to be moving along with the Bitcoin price. So when Bitcoin does its happening, and a little after that period, it's going to go up in the next couple of years. So if you are sitting on some XPR proton token, it will go up. I don't see it going away. It's probably going to be one of the cryptocurrencies that sticks around for quite some time. It's just going through a quiet time right now, and it doesn't have that big motion that it needs to really hit those targets. There's a whole lot of things that need to be done behind the scenes, programming wise, and all that, making it more useful for the end user. That's going to be the most important thing coming up. Does it work? And is it actually useful? These are the two things that you should be thinking of when you're looking at new investments. Does it actually do something? End result. And what was the other thing? Is it usable for the end user? And is it on the up and up? I think it's on the up and up. It just doesn't have that huge use case yet. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Filecoin, which I think is going to be doing pretty good in the next little while. I think they're more about keep doing file and PDFs and stuff like that on the blockchain. That's going to be very, very important coming up, because instead of the pictures NFT idea, I think the big money is going to be into storing and safeguarding your documents. And that's where Filecoin is going to be coming into play. I forget what it was. There's a medical version of keeping your files on the blockchain. I forget which blockchain it was. They're still working on that, and keeping tabs on produce. There's one that does that as well. These are going to be very, very important into the future moving on. Just keeping track of things and keeping your documents safe. It's going to be huge, huge money. You're not going to be making millions from one of those NFTs, but it's going to be going up. It's going to be little pennies. But you got a ton of those moving, you're going to be doing very, very well for yourself. And I do think Filecoin is going to be the one, or one of the ones, that is going to be moving huge into the future. Yeah. So if you're sitting on some Filecoin, I know that not that long ago, some of the people at work got some free Filecoin. And they asked me what they should do. Just sit on it. It's going to be very relevant and very important into the future, because I think everything is going to be going that direction, where you're going to be storing most of your files as NFTs on the blockchain. So hang on to them. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hello, Andre. What do you see as the highest market cap for cryptocurrency in trillions of dollars? Yeah. what it can hold for 2 weeks in the next 7 months of 2023.
And yes, again for 2024.
Well, it will be in the trillions in 2024, 2025. Because things are going to be changing, and we're going to have the new cryptocurrency banking system that's going to be implemented in that time period. And in the old market, there's trillions and trillions of dollars that whiz around through the banking system. The old banking system's collapsing, and we all know that. They're already built the new system, not the CBDC crap. That's just to keep the old system alive and on life support. The new system that they're going to be implementing, which is all based around the Ethereum blockchain tokens. Okay? So once all those assets come into the blockchain, it is going to be in the trillions in market cap, because they're just going to move everything over from the old system and put it into the new system. And that's going to be in the course of the next 5 years. You're going to start to see that. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. A lot of this is just you gotta wait and focus on other things like monkeys. Right? Hi, will the Morning Joe show get canceled? Trump said the pair were murderers. I'm not familiar with the Joe show. Possibly. Oh, we got Daisy James. Hey. We were talking about you. She's on the Discord now. As Dark says, I'm now into the 21st century. Because now I'm on Discord. So cool stuff. I don't think they're gonna. I think their show may be lacking in some way, and I'm thinking that their viewership will go down, and I don't think anything legal will happen to them. But I'm thinking that again, voting with your wallet or your viewing time or your what you choose to watch, I think is going to be reduced on that particular show, and so they may be out of a job because of that, but I don't see any legal action going against them. And I think their viewership is going to be dropping, and we're going to be starting to see that across the board. Anyone towing the line with the narrative is probably going to be going away because I think people are just going to vote the other way with their viewing habits. Okay. Thank you for that. Can you do a reading on SNEC? It's a meme coin. Oh, not another meme coin that doesn't gonna do anything. Yeah, it probably has a lot of momentum because people like cute little things, and then it's going to be dying off in about a couple months. Kind of like the Pepe coin. I think it's going to go up again a little bit. The Pepe coin. And plug up everything, which it's on the Cardano. So they can experience all that wonderful plugging of things. SNEC, I think, is going to be doing okay for the next little while. It'd be a short-term thing, not a long-term thing, unless it has a really good use case, but I'm not seeing that right now. If it's just a meme coin for the sake of being a meme coin, it won't have a long, long lifetime in the spotlight. But in the next little while, I think it's a short-term hold that you should be having a little bit, let it go up, and then when it gets to everybody's excited, that's when you sell. Always do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So everybody's excited about it. That's when you start to go, well, it's time to sell. When everybody's boo-hooing about something, or it's the beginning of something, that's when you buy. Basics of buying cryptos. But I think they're going to be doing okay over the couple of years, actually. I am picking up that they're going to be around for a little longer than a couple months. Okay? Because everybody's excited. And it's going to do very, very well. Okay? In that time period. Not all, like, when I say long-term hold, I'm thinking like retirement for yourself. It's not that. It's a short 3 to 5 year thing, and then it's probably going to be going away because people's attentions are going to be somewhere else. Okay? That's the truth of the market. Thank you for that. Question from the Discord. Why is cryptocurrency needing in the future? If we're all, oh, we did that last show. We will still need money. Okay. Even now we're all awakened, we need a money system that matches our new awakened state. And of course, this awakened state is not going to be right away for most people on the planet. Okay. Some are slow. But we will still need a financial system because everything that is free would be socialism and getting into communism. That's a problem. So yes, we will need a financial system for the future, and might as well go with the best financial system, not the old system based on the elites, the banking industry. Fractional reserve banking is evil if you really look into it. Where in our new spiritual selves, we will need a crypto or a currency system that matches that. And that's where cryptocurrency will be the best. Okay. Hopefully that answers the question again. You can then translate your videos. I have a question as you see hedra hashgraph. Is he wanting me to translate?
He wants to translate. Wants your videos translated to. I think it's Spanish.
Spanish.
That's not what it says, but I think it's Spanish.
Hmm.
But he has a question on hedra hashgraph.
Okay. I know very little Spanish, so.
I don't know how you translate them.
That it's a part of YouTube that you can. It's in the back office of Tramp, so I'd have to maybe do a Spanish channel, so it'd be like closed captioning. So you would see me speaking English, but it would come out in Spanish. Okay. Hashgraph. I do see that it's going to be doing okay in the next little while. I think it's going to be taking a little bit of a dive in the next little while because everybody else is going to be taking a dive. That is being represented. But they're going to be keeping on moving forward with their efforts. And body in motion always seems to do very, very well. A lot of the cryptocurrencies that are kind of dead right now, there's no movement in them. Movement is life. Same with breathing, as my old kung fu teacher would say. Breathe. It's good for you. Hashgraph, I think it's going to be getting some harmony within its ranks, and it's going to be doing very, very well as it's working on all the end user engagement. It's going to be useful for the end user instead of just something to make money. Okay? So I think that's where they're going to be headed in a huge way in the future. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. You think Bitcoin is a Trojan horse and knock down the price of impost CBDCs on us? No. They're utilizing the CBDCs is something else. Okay. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is much, much better than CBDCs. CBDCs is just a way of keeping the old fiat currency system, the US dollar, Canadian dollar, all that sort of thing, alive. Banking industry already knows that. They've known for years that the old banking fiat system has a limited lifespan, and they want to expand that, and they want a way of controlling us through our own money, okay, or their money that we're borrowing. Bitcoin is something entirely different. It was created because of 2008 when we had the banking crisis. Okay. It was not a, even now they say CBDCs are like Bitcoin, but better. Now, if you believe that, you got to be watching the show a little bit more. They're just using that advertisement that CBDCs are like Bitcoin, but better. It's a bunch of nonsense. And that's the only connecting factor. The banking industry does not like Bitcoin at all, okay, because they can't control it. They can only control the on ramps and the off ramps to cryptocurrencies. But if the exchanges were smart and did a decentralized system, which they already have out there, then they couldn't do anything about it. Okay. Stop waiting for the great leaders to grant you access and permission to do things. But no, it's not a Trojan horse. Okay, thank you. Andre, this year will take away our cash. Will they take away our cash? No. They'll try. They'll try like a Dickens, but it's not going to work. We are going to be voting with our own use of cash. That is another way of getting rid of CBDCs, is by using cash everywhere until they say that we can't anymore, which will not work. They didn't plan this very well. Okay? This is why CBDCs are going to be going away, because you can still use cash in most places. Okay? So they'll try. They will fail. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question.
Christine Lagarde, she is the European Central Bank, something or other. What did I say? President of the European Central Bank.
Okay.
That's a question, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some Spanish for okay.
I don't know what 7 means.
Numerology of 7, I think he's referring to. And is she that? Numerology.
Okay.
I'm guessing. With numerology 7, yes, she is very close to that new number, if that is the question that you're asking. And we won't get into that right now. You can go look at my video on numerology of 7. But yeah, it's very close to what you're referring to for her. Okay, so everybody go watch that video on the number 7 and what it means. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. One more. Will my son and his family be moving back to Ohio soon? I'm picking up no. But they're going to be resolving I think you wanted them to move because of some issue that they're having within their situation. I think the problem is going to be resolved in some other way than what you had been thinking of. They're going to be moving to something, if they do move, to a situation that better suits them in the next little while. But it's going to be a little bit closer to you so you can visit much better in the future. And I think it's more suited to where they are at the moment. Okay. So not quite, but it's going to be a little bit closer. Okay. Or the circumstance is going to be where you can help them out, or they can help you out in a much simpler way. Okay. So hopefully that helps you out. A Facebook question. New here. I'd love anything you might have for me. Please and thank you. Alexa Ann. Lots of activity on my Facebook now, which is good. So whatever it is that you're trying to do and people are going against your idea of moving forward, I'm thinking that you have to stand your ground. Okay. So you have this idea in your mind on how to move forward with some type of project that is very close to you. Stand your ground and make sure that you're connecting with your inner power to see it through. Do not be swayed by the naysayers out there, okay? And making sure that you are grounded and centered and you can move forward with that project. They will start to see, okay, that you are on the right track. So stick to your guns, draw upon that inner power, and surround that white light around that particular situation, and it's going to be doing very, very well. Okay? We got that quiet time card. So staying true to yourself and not listening to outside things. Okay? I get a lot of that myself. So you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. Nobody does that. I do. Why not? Well, I can't do that. Well, that's you. It doesn't mean that's me. And yeah, you should always try to encourage people who are going outside of coloring outside the lines, as they say, doing their own thing and making their own true self. I think you're on the right track. Keep to your guns and never mind what everybody else is saying. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. We're over. Oh, Daisy Janes. Yvonne and Audrey explained about how to enroll for Discord to this link only, and is also creating the account.
She had some issues.
Oh, she said, okay.
She's locked out for 2 weeks.
Locked out for 2 weeks?
I'm not sure why.
You might have to try again. Depends. Did you do something naughty? I don't think she would have done anything naughty.
She deleted her discard account and started again, but it takes 14 days.
Oh.
She's gonna have to use a different email address. So I'm not sure how Leaf works.
Okay, I'm not sure myself. Maybe hit a wrong button or something along those lines. If Dark was here, he could probably explain him. He's our technical guy on the Discord, but he's not here today. Maybe he'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, she didn't use your link.
Oh, she didn't use my link. Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. For those that are interested, here's the link again to get onto the Discord where we're doing all kinds of things. I'm sorry, Days Chains. I don't know what to do exactly. I'm kind of new to Discord. Hopefully, I'll talk to Dark and see what happened. You might have to wait that time period, get your new account, and try again. Okay? Anything else? Okay. for tomorrow's Sunday show. There's our remote viewing question or target number 684RKF. Okay, so you write that down, you focus on it, use all your psychic abilities, which I know you have, and we're going to be picking up exactly what the target is for tomorrow's show. So make sure you come out for that at 11:15 Central Time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Daisy Chains will probably be there, Bob Job, and many others. Okay, so hopefully that helps everybody out. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secondreadingsbyhenry.com where all that information is there. Don't be afraid. I don't bite much. All the other information is on there. If you like a personal healing from my wife, who's a Reiki master, make sure you go to secondreadingsbyhenry.com. Her link is at the bottom of the pull-down menu as well. And what do we else we got? We affiliate programs on our channel. If you should happen to buy or purchase something from the affiliate programs, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Okay, so with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you around 11:15 for the horoscope show. And make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.